Hello YouTube, just pop you down there. Welcome to the first of my daily videos, which probably will not be daily at all, but you don't really care that much about that. I was thinking about what I was going to do for my daily videos because I thought it might be sort of interesting to do one a day and look back at them and see changes and what things are on my mind. Maybe a little bit like a journal for me, but also maybe something that you could use to learn, find out about stuff, as if you can't find it all. People can find out. There's lots of ways to find out about stuff. Why don't you do it some other way? But anyway, here you are. So let's try not to make this too boring for you. First thing of my daily videos I thought I might talk about is just a little bit of a review of different YouTube channels. And for what it's worth, because I guess it was the last interesting video I saw, I thought I might talk very quickly about Veritasium. You might know about Veritasium, you might not know. Sometimes you think people know about this stuff and they just don't. But anyway, so here he is. Dr. Derek Miller. He lived in Australia for a while, for quite a long time, and then he's back in the US now. And he makes these interesting science videos, which are all pretty good quality content. Good quality content. But the interesting thing that I saw just recently is he had a couple in a row, which, well, they weren't, I don't know if you planned it like this, but this video here says view count, 29 million views, 1 week old. But normally, 3 weeks old, almost 1 million views. 1 month old, only 600,000 views. 5.7 million views from a while back, but that's about the black hole. And this really good video there about this. If you want to know how this image looks, the way it looks, then this is the video to watch. Very good stuff. But you see all the view counts are obviously excellent for anybody who's making their first daily video. But yes, that one went ballistic. And then this one is the interesting one about why that one went like that. Because he changed a couple of things and it suddenly went like that. So he is now talking about, in this one, how come he is going to keep changing those same couple of things and try to keep doing this type of view count, because he probably made a bit of cash off that. I was going to say mullah, but that'd be a bit, yeah, anyway, he would have made some money off that, and I'm sure he likes making money off that, so he's going to probably try and make some more. And plus also, this is the sort of thing that made me wonder about all this stuff, is he talked about the guy who gave him the advice that led to this one getting so many view counts. I think he helped him come up with the title, and he also told him about some of the things he talks about in here, the things that YouTube wants to see in order to make your video go viral. It is a really fascinating video watching this one. Definitely, I've found it way more interesting than this one. And as you can see, the view count is nowhere near the same. So I'll show you the person who gave him the advice and why. If I just go up here, actually there it is, because I looked at that just before. You see my other things I've been doing on here, and that, oh no, anyway, my daughter gets on there sometimes. There you go, yeah. Mr. Beast. So, oh, let me stop this horrible audio. So this is the guy who gave him the advice, Mr. Beast. You might not have heard of him. I haven't either, but a lot of people probably have, because you look at the view counts that he gets. 20 million, 17 million, 19 million, 12 million. Now I know, because I have a child that's of the age group that, or a little bit younger than this age group, but most of these views are going to be from kids. So this is the mass population of 12-year-olds out there who are just consuming YouTube by the gallon. But he obviously knows what he's doing when it comes to getting viral videos, because, for instance, 20 million views, 3 days old, that is incredible. Now, when you watch the videos, like I bought everything in this, I didn't watch that one. I watched one of them. Where was it? I don't know. One of his ones that got lots and lots of views. Might be on his front page. But in any case, they are really cringy. I'm sorry, Mr. Beast, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but I just can't stand watching your videos. Yuck. But look how popular they are. Yeah, so maybe it's a good thing that Mr. Muller, Derek Muller of Veritasium, takes a few of this guy's tips, and we can start getting his high quality content in to the number of views that this guy gets doing the sort of things that he does. The world's largest bowl of cereal. I think the thing that bothers me a little bit about him is that he just mucks around with it. He doesn't really, this guy doesn't take any of this stuff particularly seriously. Not, I mean, so his recommendation was you have to get a good thumbnail, and you need to have a good title. That's essentially the thing that drives this thing the most. Good thumbnail, good title. Why? Because it's the click-through rate. So click-through rate is all and click-through rate is basically just off how many people see this and then feel compelled to press on it. And I must admit, I was compelled myself. It must be on his homepage. Stop that. Where is it? No, it's not on his homepage. Anyway, I was compelled to press one of them. But alas, it was disappointing. And it just goes to show that I am not 10. Now, for a much better version of this, just to compare, for instance, but even these guys, the slow-mo guys, who do very interesting videos, which are sometimes sort of the same a little bit, like, yeah. I mean, you know, they're a little bit silly as well. And yeah, sure, some of these are super viral. Look at that, 100, but that's 8 years old though. So how come these guys are? They're not doing. They've gone back to normal numbers lately, and they've got their own TV show now. But are their thumbnails? Yeah, the thumbnails are catchy, pretty catchy. Nice images, lots of nice imagery. And their titles, yeah, well, I don't think they worry about their titles too much. I think they're focusing on a fantastic image. I think that's what they're doing, just picking the best image possible. And when your thing is slow motion things, you get some really cool images, so that's their thing. So there you have it, Veritasium. Let's call that a review of him. He has some amazing science videos, definitely should check them out. Micro robots, I mean, all of these are all good videos. It's just a pity that he's now decided, well, not a pity, maybe it's a good thing, but I can sympathize with his unfortunate situation of having to be more sensational with his images and his titles to get this type of video happening which, by the way, is no better or worse than these other videos. It's a fine video, but it's not any better than most of these other ones. And yet it did that. Yeah. So this is getting a bit long. So that could be a daily video option. Doing a little YouTube review of something. Or so you could let me know if that's a good idea. You could also let me know if my other idea, which is potentially to explore just different web apps, maybe. Like, for instance, I was telling some people about Zapier the other day, which I've used a little bit, which is a way of, let me just pull it up before I show you so I can get it going. Loading. Come on, it's not the fastest website on the actual UI side of things. So that's Zapier as a way to connect lots of different web services together. Ones like that, for instance, where you can make something that happens here feed into something else there, and also feed into something else here, and whatnot. Or you could even take a email and pull the information out of it and add it up and send it back out somewhere else. Do some calculations on it. So I could talk about that in a future video. Or this one, which is if this then that. So similar sort of thing, but they have focused a little bit more on like the Internet of Things, connected items. So you can have your smart speaker control your music box, or control your phone, or some lights, or whatever. And if I was to explore this one, I was thinking of, as an experiment, making it control my air conditioner via the app on my phone according to what's happening outside, if it's sunny and how hot, and also according to the solar electricity being produced. So the aircon turns on if there's excess electricity and if it's hot, and do it all from if this then that, using Tasker on my phone. It'd be a bit complicated, a bit interesting to try and make it work. So I could try and do that and show everybody watching this how that works. Anyway, let me know what you think of those ideas, all three of you who watch this video. And if you feel you can possibly take the time to write a comment suggesting what I should do with these videos, more YouTube reviews, or use case scenarios of other things, let me know. Okay, bye bye YouTube, and see you next time. And I'm afraid you're gonna have to just put up with me pressing buttons when I turn it off. So see you later, and you can now look at my shoulder for a few seconds.